Yo, what's going on, guys? Nice, beautiful day out once again. Thought I'd do another one outside, out front this time. Yeah, touch grass, guys, touch grass. Great day. So, Bitcoin, $107,800 right now. Um, this video will be up about half an hour before the weekly close. So what do I think is going to happen next, and what am I going to do about it, right? Well, I think that after monitoring everything, looking at charts, kind of looking at what's been happening over the last few weeks, I think that we are due for a correction, guys. Right? Very, very possible. Now, is it 100% guaranteed? Of course not. Right? There's a lot of stuff that can affect it. Macroeconomic factors, Mr. T, dropping good news or bad news, right? On a macro scale. That could have a massive effect, but I think that we're going to see a little bit of a correction to close out to begin next week. Honestly, maybe close out the month that way, right? Beginning of next month, a little bit red. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I see a lot of content creators right now. They're talking about like a $92,000 Bitcoin and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they say that for attention or what, or clicks, but I don't see how you could think that that's a realistic near-term target, if I'm being honest. But I think around 102,000. I could see us maybe in some possible way. If things got kind of bad. I don't want to say bad for lack of a better word, bad. I could see us testing 98K again. That was a significant level. But yeah, I think that 102K is on the table. 103, somewhere in that range. So I think that what I'm going to do, or what I think is a good idea anyway, I mean, it's not financial advice. You do what you got to do, right? But I think it's a good idea for right now. Kind of hold off. I'm not going to do any DCAing right now. I'm going to wait. I think we're going to see that correction. And once we get back down around 102, 104K, I'll start to DCA. And remember, guys, I don't ape in. So before you ask me in one of the live streams or something, no, I don't ape in. I don't drop massive amounts in one buy. I DCA, right? Because who knows? It could go lower, and I don't want to ape in a large amount of money at 102K only to have it drop 15%. Whatever I'm buying, drop 15-20% the next day, right? That's why DCAing is the most effective method, in my opinion, in this market. So around yeah, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to accumulate some dry powder, and I'm going to wait till about 104 to 102K, somewhere in that range, and I'm going to start to deploy it, right? So that's kind of where I see things going right now. I mean, we'll obviously continue to assess it as we move forward, but a little bit of a correction is healthy, guys. Look, we've been going up for weeks now, probably 5-6 weeks now. We've been in an upward trajectory since 74K, and that includes altcoins, right? Altcoins, most of them are up almost 200%, a lot of them, right? Over the last 5 weeks or so, 4 or 5 weeks. So, I mean, it is realistic and natural to have a bit of a correction here. Now, there are projects like ZBEC that usually run opposite to the market, so you could see some altcoins pop off like that, but I don't know. I think it's going to have a bit of a correction too. ZBEC has had, like, out of the last, if you include today's daily candle, if it closes green, you've got 11 out of the last 12 daily candles that are green, right? And that's not a normal consistent thing. Usually when you see that, you are going to see a bit of a correction when that happens. So be prepared for that. And that's when I'm going to pounce, right? Now, if you want to know what I'm doing and stuff, everybody on the Patreon is going to have all the latest and greatest updates on what I'm doing in my portfolio. But before I continue, guys, quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Self-custody wallet, guys. Get yourselves ones today. Use our link down below. Get a great deal. They got a 2-for-1 deal going on the biometric wallets right now. Fingerprint technology, guys. Keep your crypto safe, not your keys, not your coins. I think that the card wallets are like $5 as well, guys. Small price to pay to keep your crypto safe and off exchanges, right? We've just covered two stories where a centralized exchange in Coinbase got hacked for 69,000 people's information, and Cetus, a liquidity provider, or DEX, also got hacked, and people lost a lot of money. Don't leave your crypto on exchanges, guys. Self-custody is the way, in my opinion. Use our link down below. Get a great deal, guys. But continuing, though, yes, Zebek, having a fantastic time. A lot of people have been asking me about a few other projects like Jasmy, for example. Jasmy's due for a big run, guys. It really, really is. It's been quite a while since it had its last, big spike up. So expect that in the near term, in my opinion. It is still a good DCA opportunity also, in my opinion. That's never financial advice, but these are just opportunities, right? But yeah, so I think it's a good idea. Maybe hold off on DCAing for now, wait for a bit of a correction in the markets, and it would be good. It would be good to build a new support level, a little bit of a drop followed by some consolidation before the next leg up. And I told you guys probably a month and a half ago that once things really start to run, you're going to see 4 or 5 corrections between now and the end of this cycle, November, December. You're going to see 4 or 5 of them, upwards of between 20% to 40%, right? And every single time that we see one, you are going to see content creators telling you that the bull run's over and stuff like that. And really, that's just a reflection of the fact that most of them have never been through a 4-year cycle before. So they're telling you things based on guesses and stuff, right? They're not speaking from experience. So don't be shaken out by those kinds of things, guys. For me personally, they're opportunities to be DCAing and stuffing your bags even more, right? So that's why, what we do over on the Patreon is we help make sure everybody over there knows when it's DCA time and when it's not DCA time, and when it's dry powder accumulation time, so that when DCA time comes, you're prepared and you're ready to go, right? You have to be cerebral and strategic in this space, guys. You have to be, right? Because if you're not, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving a lot of opportunity out there. I talk about all the time how this space is a full-time job, right? It really, really is. And I know that a lot of you guys have full-time jobs. You're like, well, Rob, I don't have time for another full-time job. Why? I have to ask the question. That's a popular quote. Why would you work full-time 8 hours a day, maybe more, for somebody else, only to come home and not work for yourself? That's what this is, guys, right? Learning about this space, learning to succeed in this space is working on it for yourself, right? Don't just go to work, put in your 8 hours every day working for somebody else and then go home and watch Netflix. No, put in the work for yourself, guys. Build something for your future, right? That's what you got to do. So, and listen, guys, I'm really excited. I just dropped an updated video on the gem we are getting into over on the Patreon right now, guys. Holy smokes, man. If you think that XCN did really, really well, and if you think that Zebek is doing really, really well right now, guys, listen, there's a lot of people on the sidelines right now asking me, is it too late to buy Zebek? Is it going to pull back enough for me to buy some and stuff like that? Guys, listen, right? Are they good projects to buy right now? Of course they are. Of course they are. But the point is you want to get in on these projects before they pump 200, 300, 400%, right? That's where the real gains are, guys. And I got good news for you right now. Like I said, I just, like 20 minutes before I started filming this video, I dropped the next project that's going to pump like Zebek and like Onyx Coin. And we're not talking meme coins that are going to rug pull on you guys. We're talking utility projects with great fundamentals, great partnerships, guys, that will blow your mind. I've been talking about it. I'm telling you, when all of these other big content creators get a hold of this project, when they figure out the partnerships and stuff like that, I just did a video on the Patreon breaking down the partnerships of all of these massive companies for this project, guys. The tokenomics are phenomenal on it. It's going to explode. And guys, listen, it's in the DPIN RWA space. And on top of that, their technology is already being used by massive global companies. You're going to want to see what this project is, guys. I just updated the video over on the Patreon. The reason I made an updated video on the Patreon for everybody is because we've had such a massive influx of people joining the Patreon over the last 72 hours. I want to make sure everybody's up to date and they know exactly why this project is going to be absolutely lights out. Same thing as Zebek. So check it out for yourselves, guys. The link is down below. We're also live on the Patreon every day. We drop microcap gems like I'm talking about right now, educational content, and most importantly, guys, if you need mentorship in this space, if you need guidance, you need to learn how to handle this space mentally, emotionally, if you need to understand how to design a portfolio, how to structure a portfolio, exit strategies, how to take profits, when to take profits, how to identify when to take profits, studs from duds when it comes to projects, how to research gems, how to find gems, tokenomics, and so much more technical analysis, guidance, guys, get over there. We do mentorship coaching calls as well that are absolutely free as a Patreon member. So come on aboard. The link is down below. Get involved, get in on our mentorship coaching calls, and so much more, guys. We're live there every day. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe because I know you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.